Tucked near the border, Pathankot Air Force Base is one of India's most critical forward operating strongholds. It houses a massive fleet of high-value fighter jets and attack helicopters, standing ready to defend the northern skies. India's modern security posture is built on the hard lessons learned during the 2008 Mumbai attacks. That event demonstrated the devastating cost of coordinated infiltration and shaped a national doctrine focused on preemptive readiness. Pathankot's inventory of strategic aircraft made it a primary target. The attackers planned a high-impact assault to paralyze the nation's air defenses and recreate the trauma of Mumbai. That assault began in the freezing early hours of January 2, 2016. Under the cover of total darkness, a heavily armed group of terrorists broke the perimeter silence. This tactical map shows the layout of Pathankot Airbase. The attackers navigated dense forested terrain to breach the rear perimeter, bypassing sentry posts. Once inside, they moved rapidly toward the technical area, the highlighted zone where the aircraft were vulnerable. The perimeter breach triggered an immediate national security crisis. If the attackers reached the tarmac, they could sabotage strategic assets within minutes, forcing an immediate elite response. The first line of defense came from the Indian Air Force's own Garud commandos. They immediately deployed across the tarmac, rushing to intercept the attackers head-on before they could cross the flight line. Command escalated the response by calling in the National Security Guard. These specialized counterterrorism operators arrived to lead the specialized close-quarters phase of the engagement. Looking at the tactical map, you can see the joint strategy. The Garud and NSG forces coordinated their movements to box the intruders into an isolated corner of the base, entirely cut off from the aviation assets. Meanwhile, local police and regular army units locked down the exterior perimeter. They blocked all possible escape routes and ensured no enemy reinforcements could reach the site. This multi-agency mobilization successfully shielded the aircraft, but by trapping the terrorists inside administrative buildings, it forced a grueling multi-day siege. What followed were hours of intense combat. The insurgents were heavily armed and entrenched, forcing the Indian forces to clear the area room by room. Securing the flight line required an immediate and ultimate human cost from the men on the ground. 7 brave sons of India attained martyrdom during the siege. Their individual bravery stopped the advance and kept the base from being overrun. Their sacrifice served as an impenetrable shield. By absorbing the impact of the strike, they kept the nation's strategic defenses completely intact. Following days of continuous operations, the National Security Guard executed a final tactical push. They systematically isolated and eliminated the remaining terrorists. The government officially concluded Operation Dengue, confirming the neutralization of the threat and the securing of the Pathankot Airbase. Pathankot demonstrated the evolution of India's counterterrorism response. Unlike the fragmented coordination seen in 2008, this operation integrated IAF Garuds, the NSG, and local police into a unified command structure that successfully isolated the threat to a non-technical sector. The battle left behind a clear message. Any attempt to breach Indian soil will be met with overwhelming resolve and a cohesive, multi-layered defense. Pathankot remains secure, serving as a permanent monument to the unyielding courage of the guardians who held the line.